So I don't have anything on my face right now. I just took a shower and applied a little moisturizer. Any moisturizer that you have is good. The moisturizer should not be very oily when you're doing your makeup. So what I used today is the Face Shop Collagen Moisturizer. I've been using it for a really long time now, and it goes very well with the makeup. So it also acts as a primer. So sometimes I skip primer when I'm doing light makeup and I only apply moisturizer. All right, so I'll be applying a little moisturizer. So that's the quantity I'm taking. I am going to rub in my fingers and then apply. Don't apply too much because it's going to get sticky. Can you give the... Of course, you can record whatever parts you want to record. So when you moisturize or prime your face, the makeup stays on better because we all have imperfections. Not all, but then most of us have imperfections. So we're going to apply moisturizer on the forehead. Okay. Okay, wait. Permission to... We are recording the session. Okay, so for all, I am recording the session. The session is being recorded. So for those who are unable to understand, the parts can be sent to you. Just you can DM me on Instagram, or you can message me on WhatsApp, or any medium. Just reach us for the recording. We will send it to you. All right, so I've applied moisturizer. As I mentioned earlier, any moisturizer is good to go. So this one was from Face Shop Collagen. You can also apply Morning Nectar from Biotech. There are a lot of moisturizer, but make sure moisturizer isn't very oily or something that is heavy duty moisturizer. Don't apply that because makeup tends to come off when you have oily base underneath. No, my network is pretty much in place. So if you can check your network. All right, so I'm done with the face moisturizer. The second step would be priming the face. So depending on what kind of primer your skin needs. So in case you have no concerns, the moisturizer is good enough to go. But in case you have pore issue, a lot of people come with pore issues, as in open pores, especially here. I'm not sure if you can see mine, but I do have pores here and around my nose. So I'll be applying Smashbox. If you can see, Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores. So that's what I am going to use as a primer. I generally don't pack on too many products on my face. It's just a moisturizer and a primer. If you want, you can apply some facial oils if you don't need any primer that any primer that probably, if you have a clear skin, just moisturizer is good. So the amount that I'm taking is just a little one. A pea-size amount is what I'm going to take. I'm going to rub it on my fingers and apply it where I have pores. So I usually have pores in around this area and here. Try to push in the product so that the pores are less visible. So even when I applied the moisturizer, I did not rub it. I was just trying to pat it, just trying to push it in the skin, all right? So I'm pushing the primer also in my skin. So in case you have an oily skin, there's primer available for shine. So you can use that. Also, if you have uneven skin tone, there are also primers available for uneven skin tone. So my concern was pores. So that's the reason I applied Pore Professional. All right, now coming on to my under eye. I did not sleep well, so I have little fatigue or probably, a little puffiness. So I'm using an under eye product here. This is by Becca. And this one is Becca Anti-Fatigue Primer. And this is especially for under eye. Not just fatigue, I feel my fine lines are less visible when I use this product. Everybody has little lines under their eye. So this is really good. It moisturizes your under eye and your concerns are less visible. So just try pushing it in as well. Taking a little bit and applying it. This also gives a very cooling effect on your eye. As soon as I'm applying it, it gives a very cooling effect. Thanda thanda lagta hai. So it that means it's really working well under your under eye. All right, so I'm done with priming. Wasn't it easy? Super easy. All right, so a dupe for this is also a MAC cream. So this one and this one is Fast Response Eye Cream. This is by MAC. This is available at MAC stores, also available at Nykaa. I pick most of my products from Nykaa, so you can check out. They have some offers going on, so you can pick up. So these two are almost kind of a similar product, both for under eye. So what happens when we do heavy makeup? The lines, after a while gets visible, or if you have puffiness under your eye, that is visible. So with this, it can be, covered at least to 80%. Whatever concerns you have, makeup is no magic. Whatever concerns you have, if you come and watch it from a closer distance, it would be visible. So it's no magic, but to an extent, you can make it more natural looking. So these are the products that are required. When you ask, okay, is primer really important? Yes, it is very, very important. Any primer, if you don't have any concerns, as I mentioned earlier, a moisturizer is good to go. But under eye, I do have concerns, and it's optional. If you don't have any concerns, you can just apply an under eye cream, but make sure it's not too oily. Any under eye cream would do. But in case you have concerns like puffiness, or you have under eye or depression under your eye, so these are the products that you should be using. All right, so now when it comes to concerns, I would like to show you the concerns on my skin. So if you can see, there's a pigmentation here. I do have some little depression here. Little puffy eyes. So I would like to conceal this first before foundation. I'm often asked, what is step by step? What should you be using? A foundation pehle ya concealer pehle? So of course, concealer pehle, because my motive would be hide everything first and then see how much product you need. Unnecessary product ko extra product apne face par lagana, it's just going to make it look more cakey. In just in case you want to look natural, as less as product to be used. So when we say less is more, this is what I mean. So even to look most natural, I think you need all the products that I'll be using. So let's start with the correction first. So correction, there's orange corrector also, but somehow I don't use it on myself when I'm doing self makeup. because the concerns are not too much where I'll be using orange correctors. Some a concealer darker to my skin tone also works the similar on the similar level, right? So I'll be using a concealer to correct these areas. So which are the concealers that you should be using? Any concealer. I don't have a drugstore concealer right now. As in, I have heard good reviews about Maybelline concealer, Age Rewind. Also, there's a concealer by L'Oreal, which is fantastic. I don't have and I have not used it, but I have read good reviews about it. So you can buy both of them, Maybelline or L'Oreal, whatever you want. Right now, I have with me is a Tarte concealer and a Dior concealer. I'll be using a Dior concealer because it's a little light and it blends really well. This one makes my skin a little drier. Also, this is a heavy duty concealer. So I am going to use this and hide all my imperfections. The shade in Dior that I'm using would be 30. So this is the concealer. I'm going to use where I have any dark circles or puffiness or pigmentation. So you can blend it with your fingers, but I'm going to go with a beauty sponge or a brush. So this brush, this is by CS Essential. I'm going to put the link. They are affordable as well as the quality is great. So you can check that out. So I'm just going to blend it. So the reason I'm applying the reason I'm using brush is the damp sponge takes away uh, the product very easily from your face. I'm going to use it later, but right now I want to use maximum product on my face so that it hides the imperfections. So I'm not using sponge. As I said, that it's a damp sponge and it's going to take away most of the product from my face. I'm using brush. That's the reason I'm using brush. Whatever is left over, I'm going to apply it on my lids. So do you see? It's only concealer right now. Blending is what, a good blending is what is required to a flawless makeup. So when you ask me how important are the tools, tools are very, very important. Good brushes, a good sponge is very, very important. So guys, invest in good brushes, invest in a good sponge. They're easily available. I'm gonna, if you want, I can send you a link for brushes and sponge. But then it is very, very important. No matter how expensive makeup you buy, but if you don't have good tools, there's nothing that's gonna work. Well, it totally depends. Somebody's asking, as in thick layer of concealer. It totally depends on how much do you want to you how much makeup do you want to. If you're blending well and if you want a thick layer on your face, that's completely fine. No, I did not get this brush from Nika. I got this brush from a website. I'm going to link it on the WhatsApp group. I'm going to link the website so you can check it out. So the blending is done. So when you see, there are a lot of times I only apply concealer. So all your questions regarding your pores or your concerns will be definitely answered, but after the class, because if I start answering the question, raat ho jayegi class karte karte. All right. So you can ask any questions that you have after the class. All right, so you see, there are a lot of times I only use concealer. I really don't use any more product, as in, I would just apply powder over it, a little blush, highlighter, and I'm good to go. But if I'm getting ready for a party, I need some more coverage to it. I have, so earlier you could see a significant amount of pigmentation, which right now isn't visible, and also a little puffiness that was there has almost gone. There's a little depression left that we're gonna go with the foundation. So when I say come product lagana chahiye, that's the only reason, because you need to check, आपको कितना amount chahiye. You just can't cake up your makeup, right? So after your concealer, now you're good to go with the foundation. I'm using the Dior. I have many options with me. I have Dior, and then I have Estee Lauder as well. All are good. If you ask me about drugstore foundations, Maybelline, L'Oreal has good foundations. Baki, aap jo foundations, whatever foundation that you're using is all good. Blending should be good. That's important. Baki, aap koi bhi foundation use kare is fair enough. Also, in case you're looking for a light foundation, or any kind of foundation which looks more like a skin, then uh, Dior is option. I'm taking this much and I'm shade number 3W. This Dior foundation is face and body. Sorry, it's a backstage foundation. And this is the amount. And now I'm going to grab sponge and apply all over the face. This sponge is damp. It is important to use a damp sponge. If you're using a damp sponge, the finish that you're trying to give it to your skin will be more natural. Of course, you can use brush as well. I am using sponge because sometimes, when you're working with a lighter foundation, a foundation like this is very liquidy and light foundation on your face. So what happens when I'm using a brush or a stippling brush or a it might leave lines on your face. So sponge is a better option in case you want a finish to be flawless and airbrushed. In case you're using a thick foundation, brushes are perfectly fine. Also, there's a foundation by LA Girl, which I love. So you can use LA Girl as well. LA Girl is available at their website and also Nykaa. It's a drugstore product, as in it's not very expensive. So in the range of probably 800 to 1,000 rupees. Do not forget to use the foundation on the neck. Always make sure that you're applying foundation on the neck as well. All right. This foundation is also buildable. I think most of the foundations are buildable. You can build it up in case you want more coverage. You can use more foundation. I'm not someone who would just pack on too much of foundation. I use light bases so that I can use, I can look natural as possible. So I don't use too much of product on my face, but you're free to do. You just have to blend it well. You can use an extra foundation on top of it, which can be done if you want. I can just show it to you. So I'm taking some more and I'm going, I would be going just on these areas, probably these areas. All right, so the forehead is the area. Forehead पे आपको सबसे कम product use करना है. Forehead पे you can't pack on too much because we do have an probably when we're talking or probably expression lines जो होती हैं, that is more on forehead, and after a while it can start looking your lines can be visible. So make sure you're not using too much of product on forehead. सबसे कम product अगर कहीं use होता है, that's on forehead. So I will be using some extra product only on this area. So as I said, most foundations are buildable. You can build it up. और अगर किसी को इससे भी light coverage चाहिए, like on every day or going to your office or getting ready every day, what you can do is you can mix a little foundation, a little moisturizer. I never said don't use on forehead. I just said use as less as product because it doesn't require too much of product on your forehead. Or you will be using product on forehead, but not too much product. All right, so that's it. There's a powder there, Charlotte. Golden powder. All right, so this is my foundation. Well, to me in the mirror, it looks more or less all's been done. I don't need any more foundation. All I need to highlight this area a little bit, that's it. I don't need any more coverage. As I said, if you want more coverage, you can go in another time, as in you can build up, but make sure you're blending it well. All right, so next step is little highlighting. So I'm using this Tarte concealer. So okay, so let's talk about a little on how you choose the shades. So if you have concerns and if you want to correct those concerns before foundation, which I did, you need to choose a shade darker so that you can correct your spots. Foundation, I prefer picking up my own shade, which is 100% matching to my skin. I can go a little darker, as in a half shade darker as well, but make sure it looks natural. So for the foundation and for highlighting this area, I'm again using a concealer, but I am choosing a shade lighter to my skin so that I can highlight these areas. All right. So that's how you choose these three products. अगर correct करना है अपने concerns को, you are choosing a darker shade than your skin. Your foundation should be exact match to your own skin. And for highlighting this area, you need a shade a lighter, dark, same shade, and light. So that's how these three products you can choose. All right, so I am just applying a little bit here. So you can see this is a little lighter to my skin. So I need little lift here. I am gonna use this. All right, on the bridge of my nose and a little bit here. All right. So we can call this a reverse contour also, like a normal contour होता है कि आप थोड़े से dark powder या foundation या contour stick से you are contouring, and this is, I'm using a lighter color, but this goes as a reverse. This is called as a reverse contour. So you see, yeah. Can you see the area has lightened up a bit, as in it is, it has more light to it, and it's looking brightened up. Just make sure you are blending, pressing with very, very soft and light pressure. The pressure shouldn't be too much because then you'd be taking away the product. Okay. Here. So when you notice whatever strokes I am using is all upwards. Why? Because I am just trying to lift up my face. So there'll be all kind of people who are attending this workshop, starting from age 18 to there'll be, so there would also be people as in who would knew about makeup, and there would be some beginners as well. So this trick is for all, and it's the easiest way of makeup that probably I can teach. Okay, not all the steps are compulsory. I am showing you all the steps because that's how you do a complete makeup. Yes, this is again a concealer, which I use as a highlighter. So whenever I buy concealer, I pick up two concealers. One a shade lighter to my skin and one a shade darker to my skin. With darker, I correct, and with lighter, I highlight. So that's what I do always. So even if as in you want to skip a foundation, you can definitely skip foundation and use only two concealers and no foundation. A complete look can be done with two concealers as well. Okay, so I'm done with foundation, concealer, and highlighting my face. Now I'm going to set up my face with a loose powder. I'm using a powder by Charlotte Tilbury. This is a pressed powder. You can use a loose powder. My favorite loose powder would be from Chanel. And drugstore, agar aap puchenge, then Maybelline Fit Me, and also K Beauty loose powder that has come in. So even I can't see it here, but I use K Beauty, which is amazing. So you can use K Beauty, and I'm using this Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not a baking fan, as in, you bake your face underneath and you apply too much of powder, because I like my base to be dewy and not matte. So I use less powder. My idea is only to set the makeup and not make it look dry. And also when you use too much powder, it starts looking cakey at times. So I'm using this powder by Charlotte Tilbury. I am taking it with a brush. I'll be using this brush. This is a fluffy brush. And then I am just setting my makeup lightly. I've applied all cream products right now. It is very, very important to set all the cream products. So when you see the difference, this is mattified and this has still little oil. All right. So now the face is all set. I can do rest of the things on my face. Next comes contour. All right. So contour, I feel, is not for everyone. There are a lot of days I don't really contour my face. But then if you have a heavy face, you can contour it. So I'll be using this Hoola bronzer by Benefit to contour my face. Contour basically is done with 2 shades darker than your skin tone. So if you have any darker foundation, stick, anything that you have, you can contour with that. But this one is the easiest one to do. Also, this is available in 3 sizes. So in case you want to buy it for personal kit, you can buy a smaller size. So you get a brush like this, which makes the contour even more easier. So I am just gonna apply a little on here, tap off the axis and start with the contouring area. So how you contour would be this line here and here, this. Easy way is the center of your face, right? So just don't try to bring it in till your lips. Just stop in the midway and blend it. Yeah, you can definitely contour the nose as well. I'm going to show you. I have a sharp nose, so I usually don't contour, but I'm going to show you how to contour nose as well. All right, just a little depth here. So when you see a shadow here. Basically, contour is playing with shadows. So how many, as in, dark and light. So in case I want to sharp contour, I'm going to use a little lighter powder here. so that now you can see, you know, this area to be a little sharper than this. So this is flat, and when you see this, this just makes it a little hollow and look sharper. All right. Okay, in case आपका forehead बड़ा है, if you have a broad forehead, you have to contour your forehead a little bit here. That's it. All right, and just a little here. So contour mein we do cream contours as well. I'm using a powder because this one's easy to do. The cream one, if you're opting for a cream one, use it before the powder, before setting your makeup. So because you can't use cream product after you set up your foundation and concealer. All right. So when it comes to contouring your nose, you need a smaller brush. Brush like this. So this is basically an eye blending brush. So agar nose broad hai, we're gonna sharpen it and make it narrow. So you have to draw two lines here, as in lines which are visible at the same time not visible. You have to, contour helps you to make your face sharper. So you see here, I'm gonna blend this out. See? And to make it sharper, this, all right? And now I'm gonna blend it. All right. So this is how you contour the nose. And when we highlight this area, it would come as even. See, it appears to be. So agar aap dur se dekhen, to this area has narrowed. All right, I've done a very light contour so that you guys can do. As I mentioned, class में बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जो beginner हैं, who are not used to this amount of makeup. So it's for all basically. And if you ask me, my personal makeup style is this only. So that's the reason I'm doing this and not very harsh or something which is OTT, as in nothing which is not achievable, right? So these all steps are really, really easy. What if you have small and thin face? You don't contour basically. If you have contour basically, then we do, sometimes we do reverse contour, as in more highlight. We use lighter shades to contour and not darker shades. But that totally depends on kind of features you have. Usually thin face mein contour we don't do. All right, so now this is done. And now comes to, we come to blush. All right. For Indian skin tone, any blush that has peach undertone, which is, can I show it to you? Something like this or this. Pinks, as in the bubblegum pink or Barbie pink, or the pink, which is the cooler tones, probably don't go too much with Indian skin tone, which is dusky medium skin tone. So you choose a peach tone. Bronzer is what I'm going to answer all these questions in the end of the class, as I mentioned earlier. Let's complete the makeup and then we'll quickly switch to our Q&A. All right, so talking about blush, so these peach shades work best with Indian skin tone. And how you apply blush? Okay, I'm using the same brush that I applied for powder, and I'm using mix of these two shades. In case you want to make it more natural, there are uh, cream blushes as well. This one is from Bobbi Brown, but I would have used it before the powder. So this one is a cream blush that you can use. Looks very natural, but I generally avoid it during summer season because this is cream base, and anything that is cream base would melt away in heat. So I don't use any cream products in summers, but winters, it's a total yes. I use it all the time. Okay, so blush is, in case your face is thin, you can start blushing here. In case you want to make your face look lifted, also sharper and thinner, place two fingers and then apply the blush. Place these two fingers and then apply the blush. Just above the contour. Just above the contour. Also, makeup settles after about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. So give yourself 20 minutes so that makeup kind of settles down in to your skin. All right, so that's the blush. And now comes highlighter. You must all be knowing what's highlighter, as in the shiny powder, which we put it on the highest point of our face. So that's how we give shine and dewiness to our skin. So for highlighter, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Brick highlighter. This is a limited edition, any highlighter, which is, blush is, the blush that I used is from Hourglass. And you can use any peach blush. I feel, a blush bade versatile hote hain. So any blush I use, whatever blush I get has to be little peachy on the skin so that it brightens up the skin. So we have blushes from Chambord, we have from L'Oreal, and Maybelline. All blushes are good. Don't buy blush that is too dark or too light. बहुत लाइट भी आपके फेस पर दिखेगा नहीं और बहुत डार्क भी आपके फेस पर अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. So buy something which is nice peach color. Okay. And I'm going to use this highlighter. Again, I'll be using the brush by CS Essential to use the highlighter. The highlighter का color बहुत golden भी नहीं होना चाहिए. So it should have a champagne color, if you all know what I mean, as in it should be visible, but at the same time, it shouldn't look too much on your skin. So this one, there's a product from MAC, which is called Soft and Gentle, is one of my favorite highlighters. Also, this is nice. But then if you want to look in to a drugstore, there's one from Maybelline. They have good highlighters, so you can buy Maybelline as well. Highlighter should be on the highest point. So you see, can you see the highlighter? A little shine that is coming on the highest point of my cheek. That's how we do it. Mhm. All right, so do you see the highlighter? No? Okay. All right. So that's it. Utna jo natural lage. And now nose, highest point of your nose. हमने contour पहले किया था, and now when you see the nose look even narrow. All right. So my face is done. Now let's come to the eyes. We'll do a quick eye look, and I'm going to use the palette by Huda Beauty here. This is available at Nykaa, and this is one of my most used palettes. Why? Because it has all the colors, it has all the finishes. Okay, so this is how it looks like. And we have choices of mattes here. This has pink, this has a nude color, this also has kind of reddish color, lighter browns, darkest brown, and even black. Also, the above line is all the shimmer shades, as in if you swatch it, it is, this one is gold, this one is rose gold, and then we have peach gold color here. So I mean, you know, I would invest in a palette which has all the colors. So also there are a few offers going on in Nykaa. You can check out on this palette. But this is my most used palette for personal and professional both. All right, so I'm going to do a nice going out kind of a look. So the first shade that I'm going to choose is matte color. So I'll be choosing this nude color here. In case you have this palette, the shade that I'm using is Demure from Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. And again, I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to use a blending brush to do my eye makeup. Make sure you don't have any oil on your eyelids. You can prime your eyelids. You can prime with a concealer. So quickly, if I can show you, I'm using a concealer so that I can make a smooth base. So making a smooth base when I apply my eyeshadows, they don't crease or cut at any point. So I'm just trying to make it smoother. Why do we prime the eye? Because I always have some excess oils. So it is important to prime the eye. Okay, all right. And now I'm setting up with powder. So I'm using the same powder. If you have loose powder, you can do that. But I'm just setting up this. So now this is all smooth, and my color, eyeshadow color and brush is ready to glide in. All right, so the first color that I'm going to use would be Demure from this palette. Always try and tap off excess. And the first color that I'm using would be on the crease. So isko hum crease kehte hain. Do you see? The application is so smooth. Because I applied concealer and set it up, I made a base for the eyeshadow. Okay. You can also do your eye makeup first and then face. I usually do that, but I started with face first. So So do you see the warmth here? Just on the crease. So there's no color on the lid right now. I am only concentrating on the crease area. Okay. Okay. So the second shade that I'm using is henna. This is a dark brown color. Tap off excess, and I am just going to apply it on the outer edges, outer area. Taking it a little bit inwards, just to add in little color. That's it. The hand movements should be really, really light. The pressure should not be, अगर बहुत pressure डालेंगे and then blend करेंगे, it won't blend easily. So the pressure that you're putting on your eyes should be really light. All right. Okay. So this, in case you want to add extra depth, you can use more colors as well. But I'm leaving it here. I would apply some eyeliner. Before that, I'm just going to put some color to the lids. I'm using shades from the top row. And I am going to use the shade called Dubai. It just matches to my outfit. So these are all shimmery. This have little shimmer to it. I could have used brush, but the color payoff that you get better is with fingers. That's it. I'm not gonna put it on the entire lid. So I'm just leaving it to half. Taking the same brush and blending a little. All right. Okay. Next is a quick eyeliner. You can use a kohl pencil. This one is by K Beauty, and an eyeliner. This one is by Maybelline gel pot. You have any gel pot that works, any eyeliner that works, liquid eyeliner, even that works. But I'm going to use a gel eyeliner today. And this small little brush here. Okay, liner, how I do it is I start from the center of the eye. So I would line it here and then I complete it. There are a lot of people I see, they're putting liner like this or this. So please avoid that, because the eye area is the most sensitive area. As in, if you are hurting your eye this way, or probably you're stretching your eye this way, fine lines जो देर से आएंगी वो जल्दी आ जाएंगी. how to apply winged eyeliner. So let's make this as a winged eyeliner. I wasn't showing you winged eyeliner, but then let me just show you a quick small wing. So wing liner लगाने के लिए भी process यही रहेगा. We do the eyeliner, the regular eyeliner first, and then we create the wing. All right. So then I am just going to create a wing. You see, I created this wing. Just comma kind. Agar, if you understand, I'll just draw a comma at the end of my eye, and then I am just gonna join the line. So that's how I create a wing. Very, very easy. है ना? You can make it thick or thin, whatever suits your eye. अगर बहुत छोटी आई है और अगर ड्रूपी आई है, अगर मेरी आई ड्रूपी होती तो ये लाइनर ऐसा लगता, राइट? सो ड्रूपी आई मीन्स नीचे आपकी आई शेप जो है वो नीचे की तरफ है. सो दिस इज हाउ इट वुड लुक, राइट? नॉट नाइस, राइट? फिर उसके लिए हम जो विंग है वो ऊपर से शुरू करते हैं. आई हैव प्रीटी मच एन आलमंड शेप आई, सो this is the trick that I do for my eye. So people who have similar to my eye shape can do this. और अगर आपकी ड्रूपी आई है, so make sure जो ये कॉमा मैंने यहाँ लगाया है, you can try doing that थोड़ा सा आगे से, so that you know you're lifting your eye up this way, right? और अगर this way, okay? Okay, so this is a thin winged eyeliner. सबसे decent thin eyeliner that I do is this. I can thicken it up, but then I have eyeshadows on, everything on. अगर मैं thick करूँगी, then the eyeshadows are going to hide, right? So I'm just going to apply on my other eye too. So I start from the center and then I fill in. That's an easy way to do the eyeliner. Eyeliner, rare chances होते हैं कि eyeliner uneven लगता है. You create an even line on both the eye. People say me that, you know, winged eyeliner is pretty much a task to create, or even for that matter, eyeliner. But then try this way. I think इससे दोनों eyes में काफी जल्दी और even eyeliner लगता है. All right, so all right. You can use any eyeliner that you have, liquid eyeliner, gel eyeliner, or even a pencil. Shimmery eyeliner in, yes, you can. See, basically what I know of makeup has no rules. So when you say कोई rule book होती है where you know ये in है ये out है, this is nice and this is not nice, or probably there's nothing like that. Whatever suits you, whatever makes you comfortable, whatever makes you confident, I think that's in. For everything, you know, when it comes to you, uh, whatever makes you look nice and comfortable and confident is in. So if you want to experiment with eyeliners, colored eyeliners are one thing that I would invest in, as in any color. So I have copper here, and then blue here, green here, burgundy, any color. So these are the colors that I use often. So what colored eyeliners does is it just gives you a peppy or kind of how do I say, a vibrant and a peppy look. It just look more fun when you're creating colored eyeliners. So the ones I have is from Chembor and Nika, and the pencils are amazing, amazing quality pencils from Nika and Chembor. So the blue one is from Chembor, and the best pencils I think I've ever used is from Chembor and this Nika. So my most favorite is Nika, and the color is bronze beam. I use it all the time to create smoky eye or just this eyeliner. This isn't a brown, this isn't a black, this is somewhere in between black, brown, and gives a very nice shine to your face. All right, so colored eyeliners, I think you can invest in. There's sometimes, you know, you come up with offers where you get one-on-one or probably with 30% off. So colored eyeliners, gel pencils are basically, so there are two kinds of pencils. One is gel and one is non-gel ones. So gel ones are easier to blend. No, this can't be used for brows. Brow products are really actually very different. Eyeshadow can be worked as a brow product, but not these pencils. These pencils are more like, you know, for your eyes only and not anywhere else. All right, so I'm done with my eyeliner. Just kind of finishing touches. All right, I'm done with this eyeliner. Now I'm gonna go with the mascara. I'm using a Huda Beauty mascara. Use any that you have. So we have two sides in this mascara. One is length and curl, and another one is volume. So first I'm going to go with length and volume. If you're comfortable using a lash color, please feel free to use. I don't have it here, otherwise I use it. So this is basically length and curl. By the way, a mascara is one of my favorite products. I'm just gonna show you the difference. So this is not complete, but can you see? Just giving it more open and wider look. So I've just used one coat right now. I'm going to go with the second coat. Huda Beauty. I'm using one by Huda Beauty. It came in an offer. Eyeliner and mascara together. So yeah, I picked up an offer. I experiment a lot with new mascaras, as in I don't like to go with waterproof mascaras. This is waterproof. So I don't like to go in with waterproof mascaras because it's a task to remove waterproof products from your face. So I generally pick up which is non-waterproof. All right, so this is another coat. So now you see the depth, also the eyes have opened up. So this is just one coat. I'm gonna go with the volume side. So this mascara has two sides. Not all mascara has same, but this has two sides. One is length and length and curl, and the second one is volume. So now I'm gonna go with the volume side. Oh, by the way, are you guys practicing? I mentioned, do you have, please keep your makeup with you so that you can practice with me. So are you guys practicing, any of you? You can buy this mascara from any Nykaa store. You can buy it from Nykaa online, the app. अरे practice करना था ना, आप सब तो घर पर हो, you have makeup on, so you could have practiced. This is my slowest speed, Sonakshi. Okay, all right, great. You watch me and then try doing it at home, because this is a time we all are home. You can brush up your skills, you can do it and practice. Okay, by the way, mascara सबसे ज़्यादा time लगता है. I have to be very careful. Ha, please send me your pics, please. I would be very happy to see if you guys are practicing. Best mascara according to me, I think I have Lancome, but it's no more available in India. So I love Lancome a lot, their products as well, but unfortunately they had store in Delhi, Bombay, they closed it. The second would be, I think, Benefit, no, sorry, Too Faced. And this is a mascara. This is Better Than Sex. So this is a great mascara. So I use this. I don't know why I didn't use that, but I love that mascara. They have two variants. One is waterproof and one is non. So I pick up the pink one. One is blue and one is this. So I pick up the pink version, which is non-waterproof. It comes off really, really easy. But this one would be a task. But the results of this mascara is amazing. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it just gives my lashes volume. Naturally also, my lashes are pretty okay. I don't have scanty lashes. But yeah, they look great. This mascara is great actually. Smudge proof kajal बहुत सारे हैं. Color Bar is really good smudge proof kajal. So buy a Color Bar one, and then Shambora I think also is a smudge proof kohl pencil is available. They are good. I think I use one pencil in a month. I finish that off in a month. So makeup is something where you can make your features sharp. Never forget to apply mascara on your lower lashes. और अगर clump हो जाए या thick हो जाए, then probably you can just use a Q-tip to make it. Okay. All right. I don't think I need anything on my lower line, but I am just gonna put this pencil, the brown one, which I was raving about. I love this pencil. I love this color. A little bit on my waterline, just a little bit, just to define it more. Okay, in case your eyes are small, what you can do is you can apply a beige pencil, not white. White looks more stark. So this is by MAC, and this is a skin color pencil. So you can use this. The pencil that I used is from Nika, and the shade is Bronze Beam. Bronze Beam. I will try sending you the product list that I used, so that in case you want, you can buy it. But the pencils, Chambor and Nika pencils are amazing. All right, so this is done. Coming on to my eyebrows. How many people are do eyebrows? As in, I do not step out if I don't do brows, especially because I feel, it just lifts up your face so well. But eyebrows, doing eyebrows is so important. All right, also I'm using Nika. This is not one of the best things that I'm using. This one is by Nika. This is a brow pencil. The best brow pencil is by Benefit, and anywhere from shade number 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5 goes for Indian skin tone. They have a variety of eyebrow pencils, but then the best one is which has a thin tip, so you need to check that. That's one of the best pencils. I don't have it right now. Everything is in my studio. This is just what I had at home, my personal kit, but most of the things are there. And so I'm using a Nika today. So always start filling from the center. By the way, guys, how are you doing your brows in this lockdown? Salons are all closed, they're all shut. I did it today myself. So I have a very nice brown machine which takes care of my upper lip and brows. So I did with that. But yeah, kuch nahi se, I think something is better than nothing. All right, so do you see that? And then we have spoolie on one side. And now I'm going to comb it. Sure, sure, I'll share that link. Okay. Do you see the difference? This is more lifted and ये थोड़ा सा नीचे है. As in, this is undone and then this one I've done. So this is how it looks like. Yeah, your face is lifted towards from one side and ये थोड़ा सा नीचे. Every little step makes a difference, in makeup, whether it's your eyeliner or it's your eyeshadow or mascara. Every little step makes a difference. All right, so I'm just starting from the center, filling off. All right, so I'm done with the eyebrows. All right, I'm quickly going to highlight my brow bone and complete the eye. So to highlight the brow bone, I am going to use the same highlighter I applied on the face. This and the same highlighter on the inner corner of my eye. This would just brighten up the eye. Highlighter, any highlighter would do, Rashi, any highlighter. All right. And just a quick eyeshadow again to neat up everything. All right, and lipstick. So I am gonna do, I usually don't apply lip liners, but today for you guys, I'm gonna do a lip liner. I'm using one by MAC, and I'm sorry, but I really don't know the shade. I think this is stripped down from MAC. Yes, this is stripped down from MAC, and I'm gonna use. So I have, I usually don't overdo my lips because I already have probably a plump lips, but I would just line it just to show you in case you want to do for people who have, I already have a lip balm on my, I do Vaseline. So I use this product, Vaseline. You can do any lip balm that you have. So the first step that I do always is lip balm. Lip balm is always there on my lips, whether I do lipsticks or not, but then I usually apply lip balms all the time. So it was already there when I started the makeup. All right, so for people who have thin lips, you can overline. So what you do when you overline is just go a little above your naturally lined lips. Yeah, this also helps with the dark lips, जिनके dark lips हैं. So it's better you apply a brown color eye pencil, lip pencil all over your lips. So when you see I did line and then I'm applying it all over my lips. So that lips neutral ho jaye, right? And then you can apply your lipstick. So this is what I do. I usually don't do much on lips. I like neutral shades more than darker shades. I don't know, but I do apply red, orange sometimes, but then I think my go-to lipsticks are always a lighter color. So I'm using this, and I'm just using uh, lipstick. This is a lip gloss by Dior, or I can, let's do this lip gloss. This lip gloss basically changes its color. So it would turn to little peach in about 5 minutes. I am going to link the shade number. Can't really read the shade number, but I'm going to link this shade in the list that I'll be giving out. So yeah, this is a complete look in case you are going to party. At some point we will. This pandemic will end soon. I'm really hopeful by the end of this year we all going to be living a normal life, hopefully. And we all will be partying at some point. We'll be going out for dinners and all of that. So or attending weddings. So when you if you want your makeup to last longer, you need a fixing spray, right? So I'm using one by Glam Glow. There are many, the MAC ones. Right now, I don't have it here. As I said, due to lockdown, everything is kept in the studio. So this one is available with me right now. There's one from Smashbox. And thank you to all. There's one by Smashbox, and then MAC has Fix Plus, which I love. So this one I'm going to do. Okay, so this is what the complete look is. Thank you, everyone. I hope you like it. Also, as I mentioned earlier, if you're blending it well, if your blending is correct, I think you can go a little overboard also. I use makeup every day, and it's just you should take care of your skin. Skincare is very, very, very important. So take care of your skin. And bindas okay, makeup lagao, practice karo. It's not going to harm your skin. I don't even remember when I started doing makeup. I think I was 16 or 17 I started. I was very fond of makeup. I think I mean, even before my college. So I use it. Skincare routine that I follow, that too many things I do for my skin. But basically skin cleansing, toning, moisturizing, exfoliation is what I do. I use retinols on my skin. I do a lot of things for my skin, but I just don't buy random products. I I buy only when I'm satisfied. Okay, this product is gonna go work for my skin. Same for makeup, you know. जब मुझे makeup, I'm very fond of buying makeup. Also, this is my profession. Same goes to skincare. Also, I'm very fond of buying skincare products, but not before I do reviews. So I go watch YouTube, see the reviews, and then I buy, because every penny that you make, you know, should go on products that are worth buying. All right. So let's go to questions. Okay. Now you can start asking your. Now you can start asking your questions. So one by one, maybe I can just answer your questions. Is there anything at the time? That's it. At the time. Spots, as much as I corrected my pigmentation with a concealer, a darker concealer, deep spots, every spots that you have can be corrected either with an orange corrector or with dheere dheere. Okay, start asking dheere dheere, one by one, otherwise I'll miss out. I have it here also. Okay, okay, one by one. I have spots. Spots can be corrected the way I did. I have pigmentation, you have spots, so I would correct it the same way. You should correct it the same way I did. Oily skin, it starts sweating whenever I apply any creamy products. Which, if you have oily skin, try using icing before your makeup. Do icing. Even if you have open pores. I think icing is something you should do before starting your makeup. That helps in long lasting makeup. uh, which is done first, hairdo or face? Depend करता है hairdo या face. I think hairdo we do first and then face, but vice versa, anything, if your hairdo is not tricky, I just do Dyson my hair. So I always do it first, first hair and then makeup. But there are times when I do makeup first and hair later. Should people with combination skin use serums or face oils? Any face serums or face oils. These days face oils are very, very good. So in case you have oily skin also, you can use oils. So which one you suggest? Indulgio face oil is great. There's one by CS Essential is great as well. Farsali oils are great. So if you want, how should one wait while applying various layers? How long should, I don't think you should wait, just maybe, a couple of seconds to do another layer. You don't have to wait. It's just application is very, very important. So I showed you the way, as in, don't rub on your skin, pat, push on your skin, as in, try pushing the product to your skin, and you are almost ready for the second layer. I want to ask about loose powder application. Loose powder, minimal amount of loose powder is advisable in case you want your makeup to look natural. So minimum amount. In case you have an oily skin, apply a little more. How do you clean your brushes and sponge? I have a cleanser, makeup cleanser. Also, I use a baby shampoo to clean my brushes and sponge. Freckles with concealer, they don't hide. You need a heavy duty concealer. Tarte concealers are great to hide freckles. So last thing you did on face, what was the last thing you did on face? Last thing I did was setting up my, is my screen also visible when I'm talking? Okay, so the last thing I did was use this setting spray. Any setting spray that you have can be used. Okay, do you select concealer and foundation shades? I mentioned this first thing. Concealer, if it's a correcting concealer, shade darker, foundation exact shade of your skin, and your highlighter is one shade lighter to your skin. All right, so this is what. Any foundation for acne scar skin. Huda Beauty is great for, it's a heavy foundation, Huda Beauty. So, and it's really nice. So you can use Huda Beauty foundation. I have freckles, they don't hide with concealer. Use a foundation, Huda Beauty foundation. Meena Jaiswal. All right, so yes, Huda Beauty foundation. You need heavy products in case you want to hide everything. I'm okay even if my freckles or probably my pigmentation shows a little. I'm okay with that. But in case you're not okay, try using heavy duty concealer and but blend it well. Please blend it well. Use a primer before that. Otherwise, it would just look cakey. How to remove mascara as it is so sticky while removing? You can pick up a baby oil or you can pick up a makeup removing balm. So one from Clinique is great. Can we use foundation cakes also on skin? Of course you can. MAC has recently introduced a cake form of foundation. You can. You just have to be good with your blending. That is the only thing required. In the list, can we also suggest 4-5 essential makeup brushes? Of course I can, but I'll link up a website for brushes that I use. You can buy brushes from there, directly from the website. They're very economical and very good quality brushes. The brand name is CS Essentials. So any suggestions for good makeup remover? Again, micellar water from, what's the brand name? Garnier. Micellar water from Garnier. Also the CS Essential micellar water. So this one is also nice. Also the Garnier one is also great, micellar water. How to choose the right shade of foundation for your skin, exact same shade of your skin. That's my suggestion. There are a lot of people who want to look fair to you, to their skin. You can go in with lighter, but make sure you don't turn gray. Make sure you look your own self when applying makeup. Makeup is not a mask that you're applying. It's makeup is something that you're applying to enhance what you have, the beauty that already exists. All right, so use wisely. Don't fall into a trap of looking fair. Uh, Look yourself, look a vibrant a version of yourself. That's what I would recommend. I have freckles, they don't hide with concealer. Use thick foundation. Huda Beauty is great to hide freckles. So concealer ke baad foundation. Choose a foundation that is your own color and not lighter. Freckles और ज़्यादा दिखेंगे light color लगाने से. How should one see purchasing foundation? One that's what should one see while purchasing foundation other than skin shade? Depends what kind of foundation you want. I don't like heavy duty foundation, so I pick up foundation that is more like skin, that gives me coverage at the same time. So my skin looks more like skin and not, a mask. So your choice. What are your views on Wet n Wild? Foundation is great. Wet n Wild products are amazing. When I started off my makeup career, Wet n Wild was not available in India, but then it was a drugstore product. Whenever I used to travel abroad, I used to buy Wet n Wild because I love their eyeshadows. They're very, very pigmented. Foundations I haven't used, but as a brand, Wet n Wild is really good. Any suggestions for highlighter that doesn't flash back in pictures? Drugstore if possible. When you're using a highlighter, try using a less quantity if you don't want it to flash back. Don't apply too much. Anything too much will flash back. Some good nude shades of lipsticks. Oh my God, there's so many. If you start from MAC, I think I'm gonna write for you. I don't really remember too many. There are a few from Huda Beauty, there are a few from MAC, which are great. So I'm going to link that as well. Base product for oily skin, a good primer first of all, and then you can use a foundation which is water-based. So that would be up for oily skin. When can you share the link of the products? I will post everything on WhatsApp in a bit. Give me a little time, and then I'm going to put up everything on WhatsApp and probably email as well, the list. So, and then I'm going to delete the WhatsApp group tonight or by tomorrow when everyone is through the list. I only created this group for today. Can we only use concealer for pores and acne scars, or green color corrector is required? Well, green corrector is different, and the concerns, the pores and acne scars are different. So correction is with any redness on your skin can be corrected with green. And for pores, you need to apply the minimized pore photo finish primer, or any primer that takes care of your pores. Please share the link of list. I will do that. How to cover dry skin from deactivate. How to cover dry skin from the prime your face well. Use a good moisturizer, maybe a moisturizer, a dermatology tested moisturizer for your skin, and then apply makeup. It is very, very important to hydrate your skin, your dryness, before you apply the makeup. Don't make putting concealer directly on it would cake up. Face oil is important. If you want, you can. There's so many products out there in market. आप सब कुछ नहीं लगा सकते. So you need to figure out what works for you, right? So everything is good, but you can't apply everything on your face. So just figure out what works well for you. If you have dry skin, oily, any skin, and oil works for you, do apply oil. Please send. We have to work on the recording. It's going to take some time. Please send a video to any makeup reseller you would recommend, international brands in Bhopal or anywhere else. In Bhopal, I'm not sure if they have that variety, but I'm going to link up someone where I buy from. So these are the questions. I hope this session was useful and all your questions are answered. Clinique is good for sensitive skin. Ooh, can you makeup looks dry after the process? Sometimes my makeup looks dry. Okay, use a good moisturizer and then a good primer before, and the makeup is not gonna look dry. Use a good moisturizer, as in embroideries is good. So you can use that. Your skin is dry. So that's the wanted to know about your foundation and concealer shade use. I'm gonna link that up for you. For get together, what kind of makeup should be used? बस इसे थोड़ा सा light कर लो. I think this is good for get together as well. There is no fixed rule what kind of makeup for what occasion. As in, I do smoky eyes on regular day also, but it's just you should be confident in whatever you're putting up on your face. So there's no rule book, as I mentioned earlier, कि engagement का makeup ऐसा होगा और आपकी get together का ऐसा होगा, brunch का ऐसा होगा. All right, so thank you so much. Yes, let's okay, let's wrap up now. So whatever questions you have, you can put it on WhatsApp group. I'll try to answer. And thank you to each one of you who came and attended this session. I had great time teaching you all. Hopefully I should be doing more of these in coming times. And thank you for all those who participated, because this was for a cause, as you all know. I am going to donate the entire money that I made in this workshop. So thank you for doing your bit. And I'm really, really happy with the response that came in. And I am, so thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay at home, and thank you. Lots of love.